When you're at home with your cute, cuddly canine, it's non-stop attention, cuddles, and face licks. But what happens when you're out and about or at work? Does your dog handle being left alone for long periods of time? What are the signs that your dog might be lonely? Aloha and welcome to Pet Ohana, the home of educational, inspirational, and hilarious pet videos. Hit that subscribe button if you're an animal lover, and let's get right into it. Just like their human parents, your fur babies do get lonely when you're not there. A calendar full of social engagements and a busy work schedule doesn't have to make you feel guilty, but you do need to keep a watchful eye on man's best friend. Luckily, there are some telltale behaviors that indicate a lonely pupper, and we'll go through some of the ways we can make them feel better. Following. Does Rover follow you around the house constantly? This is a sign that they're craving your company, and they want to stay close to you at all times in order to stem their loneliness. More importantly, this is a very clear indication that your dog may be developing some form of separation anxiety, which can lead to other health problems and further psychological issues. Barking. If your dog is an outside pet, you might find that they're barking, whining, or howling whenever you're home and out of view. This is another key indicator that your pooch is suffering from anxiety driven by loneliness. The cold shoulder. If your dog isn't as playful as they once were, apart from those dogs growing much older, it could be a symptom of chronic loneliness. A dog that goes from energetic to listless and lazy is in obvious distress. The inconsistent companionship means that they can lose the social skills they once had, pulling back from activities with other dogs and humans, sometimes even lashing out aggressively. Obsessive grooming. When you see your dog becoming a little too interested in self-grooming, like biting or licking an area so much that a wound called a granuloma forms, it's a sure sign that they're both bored and lonely. The damage to the skin can quickly become infected and turn into a more serious problem that requires veterinary intervention. Sleepyhead. Just like us, dogs have certain sleep patterns. Noticing restlessness at night or in the evenings leading to daytime sleepiness the following day is a sure sign that your dog is lonely. As there's no one home during the day and with nothing to distract them, your dog's body clock shifts to accommodate more daytime sleeping, instead of at nighttime when they should be. Regress training. Even the best trained and most well-behaved dogs can forget their training and regress into puppy behaviors when they're lonely. Dogs that have developed anxiety as a result of being left alone for too long can begin going to the toilet in the house, venturing into previously forbidden areas, and destroying things that they normally wouldn't even care about. You can repeat sit, stay, and roll over as much as you want. It won't matter to a lonely dog. On a diet. Dogs generally have eyes bigger than their bellies, with most trying to sneak a scrap of food at any opportunity. Ever heard the phrase, puppy eyes, or seen your dog give you that look as you lift your fork to your mouth? When you notice a dog leaving or ignoring food, see a vet immediately. At the very least, they're upset, but it could point towards more serious pathology. Sad snuggle. Dogs feel grief, just like we do. They'll often curl up next to the belongings of an owner who has passed away or another pet you've recently lost. A dog has a keen sense of smell, and to deal with their negative mental state, they'll hang around anything that smells of the person or pet that they're missing. Tiny terrorist. Coming home to chewed shoes, destroyed wires, and mangled remote controls? Your dog is trying to tell you something here. Notice me. Rover is craving any attention, and they don't care if it's a loving pat or a stern talking to. They just want you to interact with them in some way. What can you do about it? There are a few things you can do if you notice any of these behaviors. Try giving your dog a lot of direct, focused attention when you're at home, and when you're out, keep their minds occupied with interesting treat-stuffed toys. Make a point of going outside to greet your pup as soon as you get home, to let them know that they're the priority when they hear your car pull up. As dogs are highly visual creatures, leave the curtains open so they can look out the window at the world outside and don't feel so cooped up. You can also try putting on the radio or some music while you're not at home. Although not every job allows it, taking your dog into work is a great way to expose them to new people and get on the good side of your coworkers. Failing that, going home for a quick socialize and walk around the block will do wonders for your fretting puppy. If all else fails, please go and have a chat to your vet, as your dog may not be lonely at all. They could be sick. Well, that's all we have time for today on Pet Ohana. If you're looking to keep up to date on all the latest in pet psychology, why not give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you next time.